Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. Tom here today with a Train Sim Classic video. We're going to be taking a run on 1 Whiskey 15, the 10:30 London Waterloo to Weymouth service. It's a scenario from Adam Haig and is available from the ATS website. Now we have streamed this, literally just streamed it this evening, but I wanted to do it as a video because Adam's updated the scenario. It now uses the Luca Watling 442 pack in the NSC livery, which it brings all sorts of bits and pieces to it, like such as the caps over the where the jumper cables are. It puts the covers over the front and other bits and bobs. But this pack's been out for ages, and I've never downloaded it till now because I've never seen it in a scenario. So I thought it'd be worth putting it in as a video. So you've taken over this midday express service to Weymouth at Southampton, which will be taken to Bournemouth. Please get yourself set up. Press F1 for your calling points. Now the calling points are Southampton, Brockenhurst, and Bournemouth. So easy enough. So we're going to pop this into neutral. Doors open. Take the parking brake off first of all, because I usually forget to do that. Which is a handy thing to do. I'm going to put into electro pneumatic brake with that switch down here. And other than that, take the DRA off. I think everything else is set. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, you can see the caps over the front, which is really nice to actually have and see. On the base model, it has all the cables hanging out. They never had the caps on the model that came from DTG. Off the top of my head, I have no idea, to be quite honest, what this pack brings. So I'm just going to grab the actual web page. LW Reskins. Let me just have a look. I'll just pause the game and I'll just show you what the pack itself actually has. So Network Southeast Class 442, so a custom decals with auto numbering, newly modelled front end covers and hose pipes, newly modelled driver, scripted to automatically appear in the cab the player is using. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh yeah, he's definitely new. The Barnet. No, he's definitely new. That's nice. Many customizations via the number of the unit, including logos, front hose covers, early destinations, and more. Improved tail and marker light textures. So I've got the tail lights. I mean, without seeing the other ones side by side, I wouldn't have a clue, but I'll just show you them. Like that. Yeah, they look good. What else have we got? So, new saloon and cab lights with much improved looks, and also now without FPS drops. New headlight effects. Destination displays as fitted during the early days of the units. Newly modelled and scripted interlock lights. Removed DOO, so the unit is now guard operated as per reality. Cab DOO equipment has been covered as well as the train effects equipment. All nameplates present automatically assigned per unit number. Different variations controllable by the unit number. Covered windows on the motor coach to make it appear closer to the buffer coach before they were converted. New details such as egress handles and toilet window textures. And a huge amount of remodelling of parts to circumvent model restrictions. Excellent. There you go. That is it in a little nutshell. I think in a moment we'll be due to go. I'm just going to have a quick look in here. And Hellfire. Oh, what's that? Interior view. That's nice. I think it's even a suitcase. I don't know if the suitcase is new or not. But it actually has the decent heads out view. On the scenario I drove earlier, there had some issues with the heads out view at the old Gatwick Express livery showing. It's also got all the names and all that jazz as well. Wessex Electric, New Forest. Train Effect, I think, was on there. It's been covered over. Right. So, first port of call will be Brockenhurst in 13.5 mile. It was a pretty easy, simple 35-minute scenario and all this, though. It's just a nice run with the pigs. Which you don't see too many scenarios for these units in TS, so it's always nice to come up and drive them. Probably one of my favourite third rail units to drive. That and 411, 412 pack as well. I'm not such a fan of the more modern era stuff. And I love the heads out view on these. You do get a very good bit of thrash off the motor. And a pop. We just passed the one and only freight working on this scenario as well, which was what was that? That was Borley to Sandbach. Running early as well. Taking a moment there just to take in the thrash off the motor there. Sounded fantastic. It always baffled me as to why this sound pack was taken down, to be fair, as well. It was pretty solid. It is what I would love to see an EP for, though. Just more for the fact that you could have the motor factor and stuff in the cab. If you wish to turn it on and stuff like that. I know you're not really meant to hear the motors in the cab, but it's all, I do like listening to the motors. The HST coming as well, that. Presumably be a service to Manchester. No, it's Bournemouth, Edinburgh. It's a warm day. Should we put the fan on? That's in the junction where the upcoming Just Trains Southampton to Salisbury extension will go off. However, it won't be an extension onto this route. It'll make its own brand new route off this in your directory when that comes out. We will be able to drive the two together when that does come. If you want to follow information, head over to the Just Trains website, and on the in development section there's loads of update blogs of how the route's progressing, so definitely worth a look at. $10 miles to Brockenhurst. Picking up the pace a bit now. We'll be able to open it up to 90 miles an hour. We power our way through the New Forest shortly. When I first downloaded this scenario earlier in the evening, of when I streamed, I actually thought this was for the Portsmouth direct line, which would run between Waterloo and Woking. Until I loaded up the route, the scenario, because what I do is in the stream I search for the scenario name in the list rather than scrolling through the routes. I just type the name in of the scenario and then just click play without even looking, and I opened up like, this isn't Waterloo. It threw me off. Was not expecting it, but it's not a problem at all though, because this is the freshy bit. It always amazes me and makes me laugh still to this day that there's actually a streak of bird turd down the window, and I think literally is the only train in TS to have bird poo on the window down the side. I don't think there's any other train in TS that has that. It's brilliant. I was driving this on with the PBC earlier, and when I was doing the door buttons, it made me laugh because the door buttons, 2 buttons you press in, and when you press them, it actually controlled the sun visor. So every time I was opening doors, the sun visor would go down. Link for this in the description as well. Sorry, if you want to drive this scenario, you find that in there. Just drop down the text and it'll be near the top. Like I said, link for this description, but that is there. So you'll have seen as well recently, Mark's taken to the Derail Valley Simulator series. Those will be pretty. I believe there's going to be quite a few of them. So I'll be dropping other videos in between these videos, like in his series, to break things up a bit. But for everyone that's took the time to have a look at them videos, we thank you both. From both of us, we thank you. They've taken it really, really well, and I don't think we actually thought they'd be as popular as they have been so far. So it's really great to see. It opens up more to the audiences as well. It widens our audience up, brings new people into the channel. I think it'd be quite an exciting series as Mark progresses through and picks up his licenses, so definitely one to watch. I think as well at some point his aims are to hopefully do some YouTube streaming on this channel as well with that title. So definitely one to watch out for. But yeah, as his career progresses, really make it through all them licenses and unlock new trains. That is the aim. I have all faith in him. I've just noticed, hang on, that wasn't the train effects. I think the train effects was there. Just noticed that the quite a long rectangle where train effects usually does sit. I think it is actually there, so God knows what I was looking at on that. So there must have been something else there that might have been covered over, I don't know. Might be chalky rubbish at this point, but no, that is where the train effects is, where my mouse is. Short drop down to 80 mile an hour into this curve, and it opens back up to 90 again pretty soon after. That fan's doing nothing for me either. I can't feel it at all. It's all a gimmick. Only a couple of miles now to Brockenhurst. Making good progress. We're about halfway up there then. Maybe just under. I always class Brockenhurst about halfway point of the route. Even it might not just quite be that. We're going to speed drop again to 80 just as we come into the station, but obviously we're going to be doing a lot less than that, so that's just warning trains if they weren't stopping. And we are coming in on a single yellow. At this point, you're making sure that you're not going through the station too quick, because otherwise you'll be going for the red. The signal is literally situated at the end of the platform. And it's not an overly long platform either, so you do want to be sort of on the ball. I say that, it does fit 10 to 12 cars, it just doesn't feel as long as some platforms. It is quite a squeeze, to be fair. We just about fit the train in here. There we go. Look at a screenshot, but I think my my idea and plan today might be scuppered because I can't remember where the curve is, but there's a curve where I like to take along. It's on a banking, but because the sun's on the other side, it's not going to really play to my advantage today, sadly. So do something else. Oh, there we go. So what is happening? This is all Lewis scripted in, by the way. A bit like the introduction. So line-side fare signaller. Hello, driver of 1 Whiskey 155. You have been held at Signal Bravo Hotel 11 due to a point motor ahead being on fire. When I release a signal, please proceed at caution over the affected point motor. Right, yeah. Quite cool. There's a point motor up here that's got some smoke coming out of it. Oh, I've lost it. There it is. Basically got a little smoke emitter on it. They do look good, these units. What if I get a screenshot with the smoke? That look a bit daft as a screenshot, but I'll take it anyway. That does look good, that. Wearing up a few potentials there, really, for screen grabs. Do me in the bushes style. So it's straight through now to Bournemouth, which is just around 14.5 miles. So about 10 or so minutes drive, 10 to 15 at the most. Short sprint through there now. Again, 90 mile an hour is our top speed limit. Pretty much, and I don't think it goes any faster on this stretch of track. I suppose the scenario itself is pretty simple and straightforward, but adding that little smoke emitter just adds a little extra side to the scenario itself, just an extra little bit of interest. Pretty certain it's this curve that I try and do my screenshot on normally, but yeah, it is. But annoyingly, the sun's on the wrong side. I might try and take the screenshot. It's still a good location. Apart from them houses that are flickering. I'll make do with that. I'm not going to make you watch me take screenshots all video. Surely I can find something usable out of them I've just taken. Make it a little bit exciting. if you're enjoying what you're seeing as well, don't forget like, share and subscribe along the way. Keeps our numbers going, keeps the interesting. And again, if there's anything you want to share, leave us a comment. We'd like to hear what you have to say. If there's anything you want to see us do, or if there's a product we haven't maybe shown, let us know. Something you're wanting to maybe pick up, we might well have it. We can do something to feature that. We're happy to accommodate. Let us know. Crashing along. I love watching this thing snake around in the bend. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think it's just delivery. Watching it flow through. Got white, blue, and red. Look, that livery looks fantastic. Literally everything it touches looks great. You'll be a nice little feature when you press the horn. The needle fluctuates when you obviously have a go with the tones. Just little things like that, little details, little features. Not the only train that does that either. There's a few other things that do that. I'm not sure if the 460 does it. Literally coming into the last 5 miles now. Let's say, quick drive, quick run through. But it's an enjoyable quick 35 minutes. On probably what is one of the more underused units in TS, really, isn't it? In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't get overly used. See an odd scenario here and there, but not tons. Which is why, like, literally, when a scenario does turn up for these units, I will download it and I will play it most of the time. Because you never know when the next time might arise that you get to have a drive of these again. Just noticed they have the instrument lights on. sure. I might have just seen a bit of a potential there for a picture. I have. Christchurch. The fact that it's leaning, I think, makes it. Last little climb now into towards Bournemouth. 3 miles to go. We're at the top of the summit of this little gradient. You can see the speed starts to drop. 60, then down to 45, and I think it's down to 25 just after that. Get that right? Forgot that right. That's good. I can remember. The annoying thing is that the needle on the gauge disappears at certain level angles and stuff like the LOD thing, or whatever it is. So that, if you look down, it at least stays. It baffles me to this day how this station never got fixed. Got a gaping hole through the side of it. Even after the update, it never got fixed. I was right. It's 25 into Bournemouth, into the tunnel. I'm just letting this literally just drop down in speed itself, down to 60, which we are there now. So I'll just pop a little bit of arrow down, just to hold it. Not for long though, because we are dropping to 45. So I'll literally just take this off now, because we'll soon be there. 0.4 of a mile. Going to help it down now because we are coming off the gradient. Just put a little bit of brake on there and it will find its way. We're dropping it down to 25 now, just by the tunnels where the speed drop comes in. Here we are at Bournemouth, which was as easy as that. Hope you've enjoyed the video though, guys, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Why not hit the notification bell for future videos? Plenty of them to come, so do keep an eye out. Don't forget you can catch us on Twitch.tv at Twitch. So we got that right again. Twitch. You can catch us on there. TrainSim_TV on a Friday and Sunday. I absolutely fluff that right up. Apologies, but yeah, catch us on there. Fridays and Sundays, usually around 8:30 till late in the evening. Train Sim Trenton World and Simrel sort of floats around on that. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget, again, if you like what you see, hit them buttons. We appreciate it always. All the best, and again, we'll see you very, very soon for the next video. Bye for now.